Hey everyone, Katie with Trans Refuge. Um, Today I've got a topic that it's kind of sad. Somebody that had a big influence in my life during my teenage years and my 20s died of COVID about a week and a half ago. This was somebody who I looked up to for a long time. He was the pastor of a church that I attended for, I think, about 13 years. He even married my spouse and I. Um, I stopped attending his church sometime early 2009, so I haven't really been in communication with him or his church for quite a while. But, I care deeply about him, even though, I left his church because I had some big disagreements with him. But nonetheless, I cared a lot about him. And, one thing I remember long before anti-vax was, a big thing, was many of the families in that congregation were anti-vaxxers before it was cool. I know one family whose kids got whooping cough because they never had them vaccinated. Quite a few families in that church they didn't believe in vaccines and they never had their kids vaccinated. And I don't know if this former pastor, this former friend of mine, I don't know if he got vaccinated before he died. I'm not sure. Knowing the history of the church and knowing the kind of fundamentalism that he and his church tended to follow, I have doubts. I haven't contacted anyone to ask, and I don't think I will. But it's hard. It's hard to see somebody who should have seen his grandkids grow up, who should have seen, the fruits of his labors and the sunset of his life and enjoy it, cut down by a virus that a lot of people aren't taking seriously. It kind of hurts. It hurts a little bit, especially because I know that at least a few of the people that still attend that church, they didn't take it seriously. And, I guess the one thing I hope that, will come out of this tragedy is that maybe at least a few people might change their attitudes toward COVID. And maybe think that, gosh, this killed somebody that we loved. This killed somebody that we really looked up to for a long time. This guy pastored this church for like 40 years. It was his life's work. It was his whole life was dedicated to this. And these people who I watched, deny medical science, many years ago, long before COVID. I hope that they don't deny the tragedy of what happened to this pastor. I hope that they will change their minds and that they will think, maybe we were wrong. Maybe we should start taking this stuff seriously, because people's lives depend on it. People we love, people that matter to us. And I'm reminded of a Bible verse that this man used to preach about sometimes. It can be found, Jesus quotes it in Matthew chapter 4, and it's also in Deuteronomy chapter 6. And it says, "Do not put the Lord your God to the test." And then it puts a clause on that, and it says, so that it may go well with you. Don't take risks and assume that God is going to bail you out, because it won't go well. God tells us that to keep us out of trouble. I know there are people out there, maybe you look at me and you think, what a monster, what a nut. You're transgender and you think you're a Christian or whatever. Look, I do believe in God, and I do believe the Bible. And I believe with all my heart that the Bible tells us, don't be reckless. Don't take risks. Don't endanger other people, and don't endanger yourself. That man's dead now. And his kids, his grandkids, his wife, they don't have him anymore. His friends. There's a big hole left. So if you're out there watching, and maybe you've had a lax attitude toward COVID, I hope that maybe you'll reconsider and take it seriously. It's a real virus, and it's killing real people. It's ruining real lives. It's ending real marriages. It's ending real friendships. So, I'm going to end this video. I think 7 minutes of a sad topic is probably enough. So, until next time, please stay safe for yourself and for others.